new Test match series is always a great occasion, and this one between England and Pakistan certainly started off well today. Conditions were just about perfect. Not a cloud in the sky and a good crowd coming in. That's something that'll please not only the administrators and the treasurers, but certainly it'll please the players who prefer to play in front of packed houses. Well, the teams for this match today were announced just before the toss, and the key point there is that Derek Pringle is out of the England side, and Ian Gregg takes his first Test match cap. And Eddie Hemmings also, just below Ian Gregg's name there. He comes in his own right. Gregg is in because of the injury to Pringle. Pakistan had the bad luck to lose Sarfraz Nawaz this morning. He was injured in the limited over match at Trent Bridge, where he sustained that split in the finger on his bowling hand, and it just hasn't responded to treatment. So might just be a little bit restricted, but they do have Imran Khan, and he is a tremendous force in world cricket today. Well, England won the toss. Bob Willis successful again. He really is very good with that coin. He had no hesitation in deciding to bat, and England had to go out with what I think it's fair to term a makeshift pair of openers. That's Chris TAVARÉ, who's experienced enough in the job, but Derek Randall was his partner, and Randall's last opportunity Perth resulted in something of a disaster. He was out for 0 and 1. Well, he's a very popular figure. He had to go out there today, and here he is now facing the first ball of the England innings. Coming into bowl to him is Imran Khan. He's away, and that will be a tremendous relief. But a nice little loosener from Imran Khan. You can bet your life that those butterflies that have been leaping around have been just a little bit stilled.
And a really gentle opener, slow long hop, and Derek right on top of it, super square cut.
Well, he's just got it away safely, but only just. And this, I think, is a touch of nerves from Randall. The shot's being played right from the word go. No ball call there. I doubt very much if he changed his stroke. It really is in splendid touch. And Mansur Akhtar is chasing. TAVARÉ is off the mark with 3. What a good delivery. And I suspect Randall may have thought that was going the other way.
And a very useful piece of judgment, but that was very close to the corner of the off stump then.
The problem for Tahir Nakash here is one of inexperience and nerves. His bowling is quite wayward at the moment. Another no ball. This is not going to please his skipper very much. No balls, wide bowling, wasting new ball. Oh, it must be. He almost did it once before. Imran Khan with that in-dipper. And an error of judgment from Randall, following on the one he allowed to pass a little earlier that went just about over the top of off stump.
And here we can see it from the city end. You can see the line of this ball. He had to play at it. There's no question of that. And just an error in judgment. And Imran strikes the first blow for Pakistan.
Lamb is off the mark. 2 runs to him. Tavaré is 7.
Certainly had a little flick at that one. Good length ball, but didn't move very much.
And useful delivery this. He definitely had a pretty solid push at that.
And he's gone. Caught behind. Good catch by Wasim Barry. Had to go low away to his right. Sikander back. Picks up the wicket of Alan Lamb. And England 37 for 2 with Lamb gone for 6.
And Alan Lamb banging his bat on the ground as he walked out then. Will not be terribly pleased with that shot he played.
A little flick off the legs. Bruce Gower to open his account. Playing under a bit of a handicap, of course. David Gower took this very nasty knock. See the eye there, the left eye. Very close indeed. Too close for comfort there for David Gower.
He's fired 2 or 3 across, and then he holds this one up. Here we see it go. None of that in swing, and definitely outside the off stump. No question about that there. Good decision by umpire Palmer.
Not quite carried, but that's a signal in there to both batsman and fielder that ball came to him on the half volley.
Short of Javed Miandad. There's no chance, but it is 4 runs. 50 comes up for England for the loss of 2 wickets. The men out, Randall and Lamb. Madusson Azar is going to bowl this little gentle medium pace from the city end. And Zahir's gone off the field. At first slip now is Harun Rashid. That's a change in pace onto the bat, and certainly off it as well. Another no ball. It's 4 runs this time to Chris Tavaré.
Well, he gets some flight, but he also pushes it through. Well, this is an amazing piece of cricket. Gower relaxes the grip, the ball runs back, he sticks a foot out, the bat back, hits the stumps. Can't believe it, the players near the wickets hit the stumps, obviously.
Well, that was a stroke of luck for David Gower, and 2 pieces of good fortune there for Pakistan, who bowled pretty well after that rather odd little opening 2 or 3 overs. Randall out for 17 and Lamb for 6. We pick up play now in the 3rd over after lunch. Abdul Qadir, the leg spinner, is coming into bowl to Chris Tavaré.
That's dive forward again. That was off the pad.
It's very interesting watching this. TAVARÉ puts his pad there first and plays the bat behind. Interesting question as to whether he tried to play at that ball.
Dear, oh dear. Don't know whether he read that as a googly or not. That's the gap again. It's a leg spinner which he picked up nicely. Beautiful piece of placement there by Gower. Smack between mid-on and mid-wicket for 4 runs.
He rolls the wrists and hits with the spin. Beautiful stroke.
Well, that's another good shot. Picked it again this time. It's off a no ball. It's 4 more for Gower. Just cut loose and liven up the afternoon's play with a couple of boundaries. A big appeal going on. It didn't seem to me that that ball carried, but they're asking both umpires, and they're getting a quiet shake of the head, and they're not very pleased about that. I think David Gower certainly have walked if he thought it was a catch. That's another good shot. Actually racing away, square leg boundary for 4 more.
He really does time the ball very, very well.
That's another lovely square cut. Plays this exceptionally well. 4 runs. 100 comes up for England. It's taken into the 39th over for the loss of 2 wickets. Oh, that's a good shot. It's as good a shot as Chris TAVARÉ has played all day. It's taken 2 hours 40 minutes for him to pull one out of the bag, and he pulls them out much more regularly when he's playing down at Mates and Canterbury.
Once again, a splendid piece of fielding out there. Pakistan have done well in the field, particularly Harun Rashid, who has come on for Zahir. 3 times now he's saved runs by diving away to his right or left, and Gower has gone to 50. That's possibly the shot of the day. Glorious piece of timing and placement.
David Gower stands so still before making up his mind. Look how long he waits, and a little step forward to get momentum going, and off the back foot. Perfectly timed off the meat of the bat.
The 16 no balls have been bowled so far today. To add insult, thick outside edge, past the man close in that gully area. 150 comes up.
Imran again to Gower. And he's gone this time. A little outside edge. David Gower goes for 74, and if anybody deserved to take the wicket, it was surely Imran. His 2nd wicket. 164 for 3 now, England. And another fairly comfortable catch this time to Wasim Bari. So both of them yet to score, facing Imran Khan. Very pleased to just drop the bat on that. Scamper away the single which gets his score moving. That's a lovely shot. It's as good a shot as Chris TAVARÉ has played here all day. Wide half volley, but picked his spot and timed it beautifully. Still to be Imran Khan. And he's bowling. Botham's gone. Beaten there with a fine delivery. A little bit of extra pace too. Seemed to be in fact beaten by the pace. And a great feather in Imran's cap to get rid of Ian Botham for 2. 172 for 4 now.
Try and gauge the speed of Imran's bowling here. Botham's brought the best out of him, no doubt about that. All set, and suddenly, whoosh, back off the seam. Plenty of room there.
And that's it. Finally, TAVARÉ's got him away for a single. 50 is hoisted on the board for him. It's taken a long, long time, but in many ways it's been an innings of great value. As you get out this time, yes, TAVARÉ's gone just on the stroke of tee here. Pushing forward, lobbing there, the googly inside edge onto the pad. So the patient innings of Chris TAVARÉ ends with a score on 54, making England at tee here, 179 for 5. Jarvid Meander, the man taking the catch.
That was a delightful innings from David Gower there, 74. And Chris TAVARÉ, although he was very slow, played a valuable part in getting that total up to 179 for 5. And it might be, in retrospect, a very, very good innings indeed. 179 for 5, and we pick up play now in the third over after tea with just 6 runs added. Imran Khan is the man coming in, and he is bowling to Jeff Miller.
It's a good shot.
And a fine short arm pull this by Jeff Miller. Very short. He gets in position quickly, right behind it, and just helps it on. Beautifully balanced.
Beautiful stroke. That's a beautifully timed shot there from Jeff Miller. Gadding's away off the mark. A good looking stroke through extra cover. Another fine shot from Mike Gatting. And the 200 comes up now for England. A sudden rush of strokes here after tea.
It's a nice shot. Half volley on the leg stump has been pushed away by most of the England batsmen here today. Been my favourite shot over the years. Looked a great shot. Shot more of a West Indian, that Englishman.
I think you've got it absolutely right there, Jim. I think Everton Weekes would have been proud of this one. Superb shot.
Hit the ball on the up man. And he's bowled him all over the place. Oh, what a comeback there for Tahir, being put away by that magnificent shot from Gattin. And Gattin looks round in disbelief. He can't believe it. But they've been knocked over, Michael. And it's 2:27 for 6. And he's gone for 17.
I think we'll find this is probably a slower delivery. It really doesn't get up very high. And Mike Gatting, inside edge, onto his front pad. And it just creeps through the gap. And off go the Babes.
That's a nice half volley. It's been pushed away very confidently for 4 runs. So tense relief there for Ian Gregg. Nice to get off the mark with a polished shot such as that. He's found the gap all right this time. That's racing away for 4. Nice and wide and lent into it.
This really is a beautiful stroke. Foot right across. And the perfect finish.
So a bit of nervous problem here. Well, Tony Gregg hasn't settled down against the spin.
And I think he hits over the top of this one. And it goes very, very close to the leg stump.
It's a no ball, bringing 4 runs. There, at the outside edge, beating the slips. So Ian Gregg 8, including 2 4s.
Tahir's problems overstepping again, and the outside edge.
Well, he's picked that up pretty well, placed it nicely. It's 4 runs, which takes the total on past the 250 mark. .252 now for 6.
Well, that's the penalty you pay. Well, that's the penalty you pay for fooling around with the field out there, as Pakistan are doing at the moment. They've certainly managed to keep Ian Gregg at the striker's end for Abdul Qadir, but it's cost them 4 runs. Well, that didn't get up at all. But even that's not going to be any consolation for Jeff Miller on 47. And seeing the chance of picking up a half-century from Imran Khan's loosener.
Jeff Miller's not going to be happy with the sight of this. It's a shot that he didn't have to play. It wasn't all that short. Didn't bounce at all. He was unlucky in that respect.
It's out. Must be. That one looked plumb. A lot of the earlier appeals were quite a bit away from being out, but that one looked plumb.
Just watch Eddie Hemmings. He doesn't actually make much ground forward. He gets the front foot across eventually, but no ground forward.
Well, that's out as well. Not much doubt about that. Beaten for pace. 271 for 9.
And what is so impressive is the energy he put into bowling even at this time of day by Imran Khan. He's bowled tremendously well right through the day.
And he's gone this time, another short one. There's no limit on them. The innings is over. Gregg is caught by Haroon Rashid off Imran to give Imran 7 wickets. The England innings finishes at 272.
England all out for 272. The Pick of the batsman was a nice innings from TAVARÉ up at the top of the innings. And then David Gower, fluent as ever, for 74. And a very useful innings by Jeff Miller for 47. Pakistan's bowling, well, it was a magnificent aggressive spell or two from Imran Khan. 7 for 52 in 25.3 overs. Well, we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll see what sort of reply Pakistan make to England's total.
Then he's out. Botham has done him with an in-swinger that he didn't pick. Shouldered arms.
Well, this is it. It goes quite late. Budasa takes his eye off the ball, expects the bouncer or something. Really doesn't offer at all. The ball obviously keeps slow.